Oh my God, that was perfect. That's the best way to start a podcast right there, is do something like that. All right, special guests we have right here from WF Construction. We got Jameel Ervin, who is the owner and president, and Quintin Ambrose, project manager and estimator. Welcome, guys. Will Scott, who is my compatriot at the SPEC Mixed Bricklayer 500 in Las Vegas. I'm Tom Clark. I've been hosting it for about 20 years now, and we're excited to be doing this because we're going to be learning a whole bunch of different things about what's going on in the industry. You guys are off the bat, and so Jameel, I'm going to let you talk first. Give us a little background on you and your company, and a little bit about Quintin as well, because we want to get to know you.
First of all, I would be remiss to say that I'm honored to be here, right? Because I've been going back and forth to World of Concrete, and I judge the competitions and all that. But I see you guys, right, on the main floor, and so it's an honor just to sit down and talk to you all.
Did you get some headshots? We can sign them later. So. Well, I love it.
Well, yeah, man, it's such an honor to sit down and talk with you all.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, so WBF.
Now, what does that stand for?
Walk by Faith.
Walk by Faith?
Yeah, so what happened was I quit my previous job, right? And I knew the masonry part because I was a bricklayer. Okay. So I knew that part, but it was the back office part that I didn't know, and so I knew that I had to, kind of walk by faith in order to do that. So that's kind of what it all.
That's awesome. Well, I like. And how'd you meet this guy?
I knew him when. Okay.
I thought he was going to say, I lost a bet.
Yeah, right.
One of those.
I knew him when he was 13, 14. So this is my brother-in-law.
Okay.
This is my wife's brother.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's segueing into that. Like I've been around, right?
Right.
So my mother married a bricklayer.
Okay.
And he had me out when I was 13, and so he had me out laboring and mixing mortar and teaching me how to spread and all of that.
Was this a generational thing where somebody taught him, or was he a first generational?
Exactly. He was. It was definitely a generational thing. It was his father's father, then his father. You know what I mean?
Really?
So,
how many?
So
go back two or three.
Like about three generations.
Wow,
yeah,
that's awesome.
And so I was 13 when he and my mother got married.
Okay.
And from there, I thought it was a disaster. Bro, I want to go hoop. I want to go hang out with my friends, But here I am mixing mortar, working, and all of that. But on the backside, when school started, I always had money.
There you go.
I always had money. My friends didn't. You know what I mean? But if I had it, I'm the type of person. If I got it, then you got it. We're friends.
Well, I mean, if you're doing that, because I remember growing up, I was out of the house early and I was painting. And my boss was paying me under the table. I'm 16 years old. Yeah. And if we go that far back, I mean, I'm making $240 a week. That was some good cash money back then. So I know exactly how you feel.
Exactly.
And it feels good. So what were your first, what's going through you when you first started doing mud and mortar and everything? What made you say, yeah, this is something I want to do. I want this to be my future?
Well, I will tell you that wasn't my thought.
Okay.
That wasn't my thought. So I did that all the way up until high school. Right after high school, my senior year, I graduated high school, and then I went to the Army.
All right.
And I went to the Army, did 4 years in the Army. I got out of the Army. I said, construction. I'm sick of this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this no more. So in my lifetime, I've only had one other job, right?
Right.
And I was a sales rep for an old phone company called MCI. I don't know if you all remember. I don't know if y'all remember MCI, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And I'm probably dating myself. You know what I mean?
It's okay.
But
it's okay.
MCI, right? And so this was fresh out of the Army.
Okay.
And I worked for MCI. And I fucking sucked.
This is funny. We have a lot in common. I sold security systems door to door. Didn't sell one. I hated it.
Yeah,
I absolutely hated it.
I sucked.
I installed telecom. I was good at it.
I sucked. So I got fired, and I went back to construction. So from 2001 to date, this is all I've ever done.
Oh wow!
And so with that being said, I have. Maybe I'm 46, so I have maybe 20 more years left, right? And so this is the future right here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm
So have you started teaching him?
Oh, he's the vet.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's.
Tell me about your experience.
So in the masonry field,
Yeah.
so I actually started, Jameel brought me on as an apprentice, and to be honest, I was a terrible bricklayer, but I understood the business side of it, the estimating side of it, and how to put things together, and so that's where I leaned into project management and estimating. So my experience overall, I like the industry. Is very gritty. So
Definitely gritty. That's an understatement.
You gotta, as they say, lace your boots up and come to work every day.
Every day.
So that's why I like the industry. I like the work of it, and I like the camaraderie, as well as the history of it. It's so much history in brick masonry.
God, yeah.
Like, I'm a first generation, but everybody else, multiple generations, and just to see that and see the longevity of it, that's what I like about it.
I think that's what attracted me to it as well. There's something special about driving by a project, and you know you had something to do with it.
Yeah.
That's your project. Anything
Yes.
special you guys have been working on, something that you're just proud to have your name on?
I love our projects in the West Loop.
Oh yeah, we did a lot in the West
honestly,
Loop.
they might not be the best project aesthetically, but the West Loop is it right now.
We got some. Hold on. Wait. We got some kick-ass projects in the West Loop. We got some kick-ass projects that look good to me.
But aesthetically, it might be something that look bad.
What?
As far as designs and different things like that, and craftsmanship and stuff. Not saying those aren't.
I see the wheels turning up there. So
I'm
that's
trying to
good
make-
though.
West Loop.
Hey, it's almost like a yin and a yang. I love the way they're like bouncing off a little bit off of each other.
This is our day. Yeah.
Now you said you knew him at 13 as well, right?
Yeah, I know. Because
So you saw him coming when he was marrying into the family.
Yeah, I've been with December would be 20 years that his sister and I have been married.
Okay.
December would be 20 years, and we dated for a couple of years before that. And I think he's like, what, 30 what?
38.
He's 38. So yeah, around that time, right? That's a long time, 12.
So let me
13,
make sure I
14.
understood it. You were doing, what was you doing before this?
I've done a few things.
Sure.
So immediately before I was doing telecom, I was in Iowa doing telecommunications. I was a service technician, so for the most part, I came and fixed people's issues.
Sure. Okay, so just your first thought, your gut reaction when you got into the masonry industry, because we've got so many people that listen to these kind of podcasts that are interested in going into the career. So what was kind of your first thought when you walked in the door?
It was two things. The first thing was this was a little bit harder than it's hard.
It's ball busting.
Bricks and you're like, I can just put the brick. It's done.
Like Legos, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, way harder than that. And then I started to learn about the history of it, and I love history, and so I love the history of it, and so I'm like, okay, well, I can add on to the history of this and build this industry. And so those were my first two thoughts.
I mean, you think about it, and we've talked about this before in Vegas about, Masons are getting older and they're fading away, and we need those new generations, the younger kids. And your younger kids, 38, 46, but then you've got these 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds that are coming up through the first, second, and third year apprentice programs at the 500. So that's what we need to do is we need to jumpstart. We need to kick the pig down the hill and get everybody interested in the masonry.
Yes.
So following up on Will's question, if you want to tell somebody, hey, this is why you want to get in the industry, this is not only going to be just something that makes you feel good, but there's some good cash money, some good dollars in it as well. What do you tell someone?
So for the younger kids, I definitely would say, if you don't want student loans, and you want to make a lot of money actually,
good living,
because with the annuities and different benefits that the union offers you,
Right.
You make a really, really good living without all of the debt that your same counterpart that's coming out of college would have. So that's definitely a huge benefit, is you get to earn while you learn, so to speak, and you make a nice amount of money while you're learning. Yeah. So that part I would definitely promote to the younger generation.
So for me, right, because obviously masonry saved my life. So to speak, right?
Okay. Sure.
So came from an urban area. When I say we were PO. Like we couldn't afford the OR.
I love it.
That's how we were, you know. So my aunt was a maid, right, to these high-powered attorneys at the University of Chicago.
Okay.
And that's how she took care of us.
Sure.
Right?
That's hard work too.
Yeah, and so that's how she took care of us, right? And so I had no idea at 13 when my mother married my stepfather how it would transform my life, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Right? And so that's why I always support masonry, right? I would tell them it's a tough industry.
Right.
But in the Army, the Sergeant Major told me, if you come to work with the right attitude, in the right uniform, at the right time, you'll be successful in anything you do. You know what I mean? But don't give up. Keep chugging along. It's tough.
Yeah. Now, work by faith.
Walk by faith.
Walk by faith. Excuse me.
Yep.
Is that kind of injected into the daily grind with you guys building whatever it is, or how does that? Because that's in your heart.
Yeah.
That's your company. How does that become a part of Walk by Faith construction?
Well, that's the DNA. That's our DNA.
Okay.
Right. That's the DNA of the company. Right. Showing up, getting up when things are good, getting up when things are bad, and believing that it's gonna be. And believing that it's gonna be. Yeah. And believing, man, that every day.
You gotta have
in good times and bad times.
Yeah.
Just believing. You know what I mean? Yeah. When you can't even see when you can't see what the next thing is or the next step is, just believing that it's gonna be there. And
to add on to that, it even goes into believing in people, because if you look at me, when I started estimating and managing, doing projects for Jameel, I was still an apprentice.
Okay.
And so no one's gonna let an apprentice estimate $1 million.
I gave him the keys to the car. I gave him the keys to the car.
Put their business on the line. Luckily, I didn't drop the ball. I did pretty good.
Yeah.
But that walk by faith and that mentality that he has allowed me to grow in this business. So it's definitely something we put into the guys every day.
You know what's wonderful about the two of you and the way you're sharing? You're showing something to the next generation that's coming up, two really critical things. I love that you're showing the variety in masonry. A lot of people do understand that there's a way to earn a living laying brick, but there's other jobs, like those estimating, like the project foremans, those type of projects, or those types of careers that kids can look forward to. I love that. For you, here's probably my favorite thing, because this is kind of where I was as well. When you learn a skilled trade like masonry, I mean, it's not like carpentry where anybody can stick two 2x4s together, right? This is a legitimate skill and an art for that matter. When you have that skill in your back pocket, if you walk by faith somewhere else and it doesn't work out, you always have something to fall back on. And I love that about you two. I mean, you guys are just proving that to the next generation, that if you want something secure, money in your pocket, a way to feed your family, this is how you do it.
So let me tell you how I became a bricklayer, right? Let me tell you a very funny story, right? So I was working a job. I was fresh out the Army, right? And I was laboring, and I was making, in 01, 02, I think I was making $40 an hour, right? Because we were getting prevailing wage, whatever. I was making 40-something bucks an hour. So I was balling out of control in my 20s.
That's awesome.
Had a nice car, nice ride, nice place to stay. So I was balling in my 20s, you know, I was living it up. And they needed an apprentice on the job. And they needed a bricklayer's apprentice on the job. Because, you know, for certain rules and mandates, right? And they said, well, Jameel, look like you about to be a bricklayer apprentice. I said, shit, not me. No, I'm not. So I went from making $40 an hour to $17 an hour. Whew. And so I said, no, you're gonna have to pay me, well, you know, my same 40. He said, well, Jameel, you don't have the same experience as a journeyman, so how can I pay you what they get paid?
Wow. And
so I went from making from making $40 an hour to $17 an hour. You talking about culture shock, right? So I was partying so hard. At 2021, I was saving no money, so my car got repossessed.
Yeah, turn in your whip.
Man, so nothing like coming out the house and seeing tire streaks. Seeing tire streaks, right? And so my boss, I had to work Saturdays for free. He got my car. I had to work Saturdays for free. But from that point, then I went to the apprenticeship. Went through my apprenticeship, became a journeyman or whatever. But you know, at 2021, I had no idea how to change my life. So I went from apprentice to journeyman, from journeyman to foreman, from foreman to superintendent, and then that to being where I am now. To now, I could really drive what I want to drive, and not worried about it being. But it's probably, by the grace of God, though. You know what I mean? It's not a brag either.
It's probably not what you drive now. There's probably a lot of pride in the work, what you're doing, what you're building, and do you talk to your crews about stuff like this too? And you tell them the story, and hey, it may be a step back, but you build, and there is a future.
I don't talk to my crew about that, right? But I do talk to my kids about that.
That's awesome. Very cool.
I do talk to my kids about that. Do we have
any kids maybe going to be a bricklayer?
One is a construction manager.
My daughter's a junior in college in construction, and she's majoring in construction management.
That's awesome.
And I have a 14-year-old that.
That's awesome.
So I have two girls, but I do talk to them about this. And delayed don't mean denied. Just because you hear no, don't mean it's over.
Right.
Keep knocking on doors and kicking ass till you get a yes. But like I will tell you, none of this would be even. I don't want to say possible, but the support and the love of my wife.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Well, I think
that's like the gas to the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's in Philippines.
And if I hadn't met her, I wouldn't have him either. Yeah, I wouldn't have him either. So.
I love it. Bring it all in.
Yeah.
Hey guys, wrapping it all up. The future. What does the future look like for Walk by Faith?
The future, as far as with,
what do you want to do? I mean, obviously you guys are at a point right now. You guys are doing great. You're feeling good about everything. Do you have some plans where you want to take this? What the next step might be?
I'm definitely a visionary.
Okay.
I'm a visionary. However, I'm not quite ready to share the vision just yet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe on the next go around, right?
Yeah. Hey,
he's got two cards. He's not going to show anybody.
Oh yeah,
he's going to keep them
you got to keep them right here.
So my guess is he's going to spend all his time keeping an eye on those two girls. That is a mess you got on your hands. Time to retire and go full-time dad, buddy.
20 and 14.
Nice.
Are my girls, 20 and 14.
Congratulations. That's very cool.
There's nothing like being a father.
Agreed.
Agreed. And just seeing yourself in them.
Sure.
And being able to push them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like.
Sure.
That's the greatest joy of it all.
I love it.
So,
I love how you talked about your boss helping you out, even though you're having to work on those Saturdays.
Man, I had to work Saturdays for free.
Yeah, but that
doesn't sound good. I don't care who you are.
Wow.
Man.
For having a mentor like that that's going to help you out in a pinch, those kind of people
that
around
goes a long
you,
way.
We see that a lot in this industry, all over the country. So I love to hear that. Is this your mentor? Do you have a few other people that you're looking up to going through this?
In the masonry industry, this is my mentor.
And we're glad to have you guys here.
Yeah, man, we're honored to, like I said at the beginning, we're honored to be able to sit down with you all. And
we wish you the best of luck. Now, there was something in the notes here. I know that we hadn't brought it up yet, but are you guys working on the Obama Library?
We do have a part of the Obama Library, yeah.
See?
And he's
that's
so proud
huge.
of that.
We're partnered.
I was saving that. I thought maybe y'all might brought it up, but I was just like, I hadn't heard anything, so I just want to make. I mean, what's going on with that? What's happening?
So first, my daughter, right? She would come over she would work with us every summer after high school or whatever, and we couldn't get nothing done. Nia, get out of my office. Nia, get out of my chair. Nia, get off my lap. Nia, stop rubbing. She'll rub my head, laughing and bullshit. Nia, I got work to do. You got work to do. So let's get some work done. And so her freshman year, she came home her freshman year, and I got a job over at the Obama as a project engineer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She worked at the project that the company we partnered with. And she got a job over project as a project engineer over there. This is a second year intern over there. And this is the way people do things. Learn how the industry goes to whether you see if you like it or not. You know what I mean? This is it. And then when you finish, bring something home to the company that we're not doing, so you can grow the company. So she did 2 years over there. This year, I told her the other day that she cannot go back over there and work. She has to find another construction company to work for to see how they do things.
Oh yeah,
I like that. Get the best. Get the best of everybody, and then create your own.
Now, if you don't like it, then if you like it, then I'm grateful. But if you don't, then this is the time to this is the time to you get that experience. This is the time to say, okay, I do like this industry, or I don't like the industry.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So
I like that. Well, before we say goodbye, I got to show him this because he walks by faith, as do I.
that's right. I believe.
I believe. So these guys are amazing. Check them out. Walk by Faith Construction. Quintin, Jameel, thank you so much. I mean, not only did we learn a lot,
Thanks for having
but
us.
it was just like, it felt very, not just real, but I think everybody's going to feel a sense of, I have got a shot. I can do this.
Man, anybody can do it. Sorry, you can do it. Anybody can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
Camera, me and you. Whoever sitting on the other side of the camera, believe in yourself. Lace up your boots. Get a hard hat, safety vest, some glasses, some gloves. Show up and keep showing up and show up again and get shit done.
Boom.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt.
That was nice.
Yep.
That was nice. Thank you.
Very nice.